Welcome to yet another edition of Tips Over Tea with Renu Mehra. Let's go straight to the question for today. This question comes from Nandini Sharma. She writes, I'm a 37-year-old professional who loves to wear jewelry. Is it wrong to wear jewelry to work? And if not, please guide me. Nandini, most women, with an exception of a few, love to wear jewelry, including me. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wearing jewelry to work. What makes a difference is how much you wear, what you wear, and when you wear it. Remember, a jewelry piece or an accessory can actually uplift your entire outfit or completely kill it. When wearing too much of jewelry, you draw attention to the jewelry instead of yourself. And that's exactly the mistake I have made today. If you remember what Coco Chanel said, before you step out, check yourself in the mirror and remove the last piece of accessory adorned by you. So let me do the same. Why don't I remove my earrings? And maybe I can remove my bracelet too. If you notice, I will suddenly start looking more calmer, more balanced, and more professional. What I wore earlier looked more social. So, other than over-accessorizing, 3 important tips that I can give you are, firstly, work out the profession that you are in. Unfortunately, Nandini, you haven't mentioned where you work. Secondly, remember the message you want to give, because jewelry can actually aid you to give that message. You can look more trustworthy, you can look more faithful, you can look more credible. Depends on exactly what you want to say. And lastly, your body shape, your height, and your face shape are going to determine the kind of jewelry piece that you pick up. As an image consultant, we even delve into your color and your texture, but we will leave that for another day. So if you are in a serious profession like law, finance, banking, I can say that please decide to wear jewelry which is slightly understated. Because it's not about drawing attention to your jewelry, but actually drawing attention to what you are saying. More so, the size of the jewelry you wear also is dependent on your own size. If you are tiny, do not attempt to wear pearls even the size that I am wearing. Pearls work very well. They are evergreen and they do not draw extra attention towards themselves. If you are really tiny and you choose to wear pearls, you can pick up something small. Even a small string of pearls would work very well. If you are slightly rounded and overweight and you have a round face and you have rounded features, try and avoid wearing any piece of jewelry which has too many circles in it. Does that mean that somebody in a serious business always has to wear pearls? No, not at all. You can choose to wear colored beads, and if you have a round face, you can choose colored beads with a pendant which is slightly angular. It will take away from your roundness. If you are short and you have a short neck, try and avoid wearing pieces which are something like this, because there's going to be a huge comparison between your size and the piece of jewelry you're wearing, and you are going to look even tinier and your neck is going to look even shorter. If you are in a profession like art or design, definitely you can choose pieces like this. Ethnic pieces like this look beautiful and they will only aid to your artistic knowledge. Does that mean a banker can't wear them? You can wear it in your daily routine. But imagine if you were to conduct a meeting and you wore this piece with these little bells jangling, they would completely distract the audience. The same goes for the choice of earrings. A lot depends on your face shape and your profession. A lot of people like to wear long earrings, but the kind that I began with can only distract somebody. If you notice, when I talk, they jangle, they move about like a pendulum, and they take away from whatever you are saying. So if you want to wear long earrings, please stick to the rule of not wearing something which is more than 1.5 inches. Otherwise, something like this, you can see it's not very long, but it will satisfy you if you like wearing long earrings. You can stick to clip-ons. If you have an angular face, a rounded one would do well. And if you have a rounded face, you can use a clip-on which is slightly angular. Let's come down to rings. The rule says not more than 2 rings per hand for men as well as women. But if you choose to wear a statement ring like I am wearing today, make sure your audience is far away. If you are talking to a client who's just 1.5 feet away from you and you wear the statement ring and you keep making gestures with your hand, what is going to happen? The concentration is going to happen on your ring and not on what you are saying. Let me share a real life example with you. The other day, I had a senior banker coming to meet my husband and me for an investment. She sat across the table with us and wanted us to look at the investment and sign some papers. As she left, my husband questioned me. He said, "Did you see her nails? They were all glittery. And she wore at least 20 bangles in each hand. Do you think she will be able to handle our investment?" Actually, it had no connection, but that is the way a person perceives you every time he wants to entrust his money with you. So be very careful when choosing an accessory. It is definitely an art and a beautiful art, but there is also a science involved in it. So let's get busy with this art of choosing our accessory till our next meeting. Till then, keep writing to us at Renu@RenuMehraImageConsulting.com. Look beautiful and stay safe.